Hey guys, welcome back to MJ Homestead. I'm Mike. 3 weeks ago we butchered 3 of our rabbits, and we skinned them and started the tanning process on their hides. I'm just gonna do a real quick video here and show you guys how that turned out for us. What we ended up doing was taking our rabbit hides and soaking them in a solution of 2.5 gallons of water, 1/2 cup of aluminum sulfate, which you can order off of Amazon. It looks kind of like this, it's a white powder. It looks kind of like sugar or something like that. And 1/2 cup of non-iodized salt. And we just basically put them in that solution in a 5-gallon bucket for 7 days. Then we removed the rabbit hides from the solution, kind of wrung them out a little bit. We fleshed them, or just took something kind of sharp a little bit and just started peeling the skin off the inside. I think on a couple of these you can still see a little bit of flesh that we missed. I'll show you what I mean by that. See, there's like flesh on the inside of the leather, and that needs to come off of there. So we did miss a little bit of it there or whatever. Maybe here, but that needs to come off. And then to get wrung out, you double your potency of the solution. So put another 1/2 cup of aluminum sulfate in that mixture, and then another 1/2 cup of non-iodized salt. And then after these things are fleshed, they go right back in that same solution for another 2 weeks. So we did that, and then we, after they were done soaking for the extra 2 weeks, pulled them out and started the drying process. Basically we strung a rope in the garage is all we did. We put the hides on top of that so we could start like drip drying and air drying and things like that. But as they're drying, pull the hide apart and kind of break the leather. You can kind of see here, these darker parts are the parts that need to get pulled apart when you're softening the leather as it's drying and you're working it like that, sort of. We went around with all these. This first hide, this top hide, loses hair really bad. You see it has like bald patches and things like that. I'm not sure if that's quite normal for tanning these type of hides or not. I've never tanned a hide before. This is our first ones. The other two turned out a lot better, but they're actually pretty supple. They turned out pretty nice for the most part overall. But this one here is by far the worst as far as losing hair and things like that. But I'm not sure what we plan on doing with these things. We're going to probably make a pillow out of these two. I think that we'll have a lot more this fall. A lot more hides coming out. So we're going to see if we can start making some hats or some gloves or something like that. These are our other two rabbit hides here. They turned out actually really nice. They're not losing hair as much as the other one. The fur actually looks really nice. It's really soft. We did take a dog undercoat brush and go over each one of them and try to pull as much of the excess hair as we can. I'm not sure how much of this hair fell out during the tanning process and how much of it, was already on the rabbit before it was even butchered or anything like that, and it just hadn't fallen out of the fur yet. And I'm not 100% sure, but these two here turned out really nice. That nice white color. We could probably a little bit of flesh on here yet. We could probably pick that stuff off, but otherwise they're pretty soft. They're pretty supple. They move around pretty good. So overall, I think it turned out pretty good. Surprisingly enough, like I said, this is our first try at tanning anything. I've never even tanned a badger hide or a beaver hide, nothing like that ever. So this is our first attempt at that. I'm sure we'll probably get a lot better at it as we practice and as we do more and more of them. But anyway, you guys, we just wanted to show this to you real quick and how these things turned out. It's easier than what you think. There's not a whole lot to it. Most of it's just letting them soak in a bucket is most of it. I mean, a little bit of working the leather after you get it out of there as it's drying, but otherwise it's mostly just letting them soak in a bucket for a long time. But anyway, thanks for watching today. We really appreciate it, you guys. If you do me a favor and you guys poke each one of those buttons down below except for the dislike button. I don't care. Any of the rest of them are good with me. You guys have a great day. I sure appreciate it.